Hello, people of the webs. I have just watched the latest episode of South Park, season 25, episode 2. This episode focuses upon basically mocks libertarians for being overly sensitive or overly accusatory of calling people racist. So they bring up their black character, Token Black. As you could tell from the name, he is the token black character. In this episode, though it is revealed his name is actually Tolkien, as in Tolkien, that is with an L, the name of the guy that made The Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit. So the protagonist of this episode, Stan, is running about class, all over elementary or something, saying how Tolkien's name is actually Tolkien, as opposed to instead of Token. But apparently all other characters knew the name is Tolkien, that is with an L. In this episode, they never actually point out how Tolkien's parents are unable or are not smart enough to understand the concept of enunciation, because there was obviously a giant fucking difference. Token is token, but for Tolkien, the name has an L in it, and you obviously enunciate an L. But for Tolkien's parents, they seem to not be smart enough to understand you enunciate every letter. Otherwise, you form this form of misinterpretation. All of the people in South Park's entire fucking village, you can call it, because it's not anywhere near close to any other form of human settlement. South Park is, by intelligence, a village, at best. So the protagonist, Stan, is running about saying how he just found out how Tolkien's name is not actually Token, but is Tolkien, as with an L. He is named after the guy from The Lord of the Rings. But all of the other characters just accuse protagonist here, Stan, as being a racist. And he thinks of himself as being a racist. Because both Kyle and Stan always think if they have done something accidentally, just by accident or through misinterpretation, it is always their fault. So they're always fucking self-doubting or self-hurting. They are hard upon themselves over a misinterpretation. Here, Stan thinks he is racist, even though he is not racist, he was actually correct. Because as you can tell by the name and all uses of Tolkien's name in the past, for Tolkien's name it is an allegory for token black characters. A character that is put into a fiction for the purposes of multiple race identification, or for diversity. But nobody in this episode just seems to be smart enough to understand character. Every character in South Park in this episode, anytime Stan or the other characters they explain the definition of token black or token character, they say a guy that is just, there. A token black character is a black character put into a fiction for the purposes of representation. It is not some guy, it is a character. But South Park is not unknown for not having a vocabulary. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are fucking stupid. They have the intelligence of somebody that dropped out of fucking highs or something. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are so stupid they always come off as though they are college dropouts because they smoked the weed. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are fucking stupid. Here's a fact. For Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they're actually a Scorpio and a Libra. Yeah. You may never predict a Scorpio and a Libra working together. Hell, Trey Parker or Matt Stone, one of them is Jewish. Somehow. Their entire cartoon, South Park, mocks every religion that is known to man, even Judaism, but one of them is actually a Jew. Bit unusual. The other one is Hyper-Atheist. More fitting about South Park because South Park is hyper-atheist and hyper-super-atheist edgelord. I, for one, hate using the term edgelord because it mocks people that are sort of edgy, as though it is a thing to mock or call immature. But atheists are sort of edgy or edgelords. The cartoon South Park is for atheist edgelords, the sort of people to think of anything more open-minded as being naive. South Park is full of allegories. For the character Tolkien, you expect he is called Token because token black character. Basically, South Park's response to liberals trying to get South Park to have more diversity or black representation. Here, multiple times they break the fourth wall, calling the audience racist for assuming his name is Token, saying how it is obvious it is Tolkien. This could come off as being South Park telling the audience, yes, you are a racist for thinking his name is Token, even though it has always been shown as Token in previous representations. In credits, the Wikipedia articles, all sorts. It is always revealed as Token. But here they mock the audience, or call out all of the audience for thinking it is Token, saying it's actually Tolkien, and all of the audience is racist. Alternatively, they could be mocking by representing the liberals that call people racist for not knowing a specific thing or being misinformed. That's most likely the case because the cartoon South Park is known for being seemingly infinite layers of mockery or self-mockery, seemingly infinite layers of meta. Because South Park thinks being meta is the same as being smart or funny, and thinking that smart is funny or vice versa. It is not uncommon for South Park to try and be infinitely meta because they think it makes them cool or smart or witty or funny. And characters calling out all of the audience for being racist as to represent liberals calling other people racist for not knowing a specific information or for being misinformed is the type of thing you expect from South Park. But it is nonetheless very bad. South Park Season 25, Episode 2 is bad.